Geese Howard is an evil character who appeared in the series Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting and KOF. His mother is a poor American woman and his father is an Austrian terrorist. He was abandoned after his birth in Southtown. He took odd jobs around town. Despite his efforts, his mother eventually died of malnutrition and starvation. Instead of falling into grief, Geese tracks down his father in Europe after learning his name, Rudolf Krauser. He tried to assassinate him when he was 15 years old, but failed because of his half-brother, Wolfgang Krauser, which gave Krauser a scar on his forehead. He tried to get rid of his anger through religion, but he could not. He learned at an early age that power gives results, and trained at the Hokukasaken school with Jeff Bogard and Cheng Sinzan, under the tutelage of Tung Fu Ru. He also learned martial arts from Blue Mary's grandfather, Toji Sakata. At the same time, he also began to build his network with the local mafia in Southtown through intimidation and bribes, and got to know Ripper and Hopper, who became his bodyguards. Cheng Sinzan noticed that Geese he uses dangerous, sacred techniques without thinking, so he passed the school's secrets to Jeff Bogard. He became very angry and left the school, focusing his efforts on overthrowing a leader called Mr. Big and eventually becoming the crime lord in Southtown. To separate his business from his mafia business and find a place to train him properly, he also commissioned some people to build his own headquarters, the Geese Tower. Over time, he also used the tower as one of the main operating stations for his business, Howard Connections. Art of Fighting reveals that Geese orders Mr. Big to kidnap Yuri Sakazaki to subdue Mr. Karate, Takuma Sakazaki, who was forced to work for Geese and who ordered him to kill Jeff. Although he was powerful, Jace had not yet conquered Southtown. Hoping to win more men to his side, he hosted the first known tournament he called KOF. Unfortunately, he walked out of the tournament empty-handed and was defeated by Ryo. But he was able to escape and successfully defend his area of influence from the jealous Mr. Big. In 1981, Geese murdered Jeff Bogard in front of his adopted son Terry and hired Billy Kane Leon as his bodyguard and then entered him as a competitor in the KOF championships. 10 years after Jeff's death, Terry, his brother Andy Bogard, and their friend Joe enter the KOF tournament. Terry confronts him on top of Geese's tower, defeats him, and throws him out of a window in the tower. While the city assumed him dead, Geese was actually alive, apparently thanks to the secrets of the Chinese manuscripts in his possession. In Fatal Fury Special, he hears about secret Chinese manuscripts that grant immortality, so he searches for them until he finds them with the Jin brothers Chanshu and Chanrei. After keeping their secrets, he destroys the manuscripts. He announces a new Cove tournament in order to confront Terry and Andy. He confronts Terry, who throws him again from the tower, to fall dead this time. There are rumors that he survived thanks to his son Rock. KOF entered to investigate and seize Orochi's power, as well as to settle his scores with Terry. At the end of the tournament, Billy protected him from an assassination by members of Mr. Big's gang. He then kept an eye on Orochi and seemed to be interested in Gato's father. In KOF 11, Terry is surprised by the presence of Geese, who tells him that he is an immortal person. Years later, he entered another KOF tournament alongside Billy and Hein.